snap for Purdy. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Pretty gonna go on forward. He's got it. A lot of space ahead. This play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down. 24 yards, and it's a first down. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Purdy setting up that play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to just loose, incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. On the move, headed right. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
But bless his heart. For some quarterbacks to look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he? He's capable of beating it for that kind of result.
And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up at touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it'll be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Rolling down to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Third down to begin this ball game.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at first down here. Up the gut they go with Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms, not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Prescott here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick six.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, that's
south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Us out past the 20 to the 24. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll take that 14 yards on play number one. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you establish really nice momentum, and now you see him in the field really well.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Purdy now to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And across the chop. end zone. It's a 40-yarder touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 27 yards. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown. Here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Daniels. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Come on. Set. Ready, roll.
Now Daniels. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Get it. Nice.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And the Commanders are going to be set up for the first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Krosky-Merritt going to try and push his way in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I will continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon,
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. That makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Krosky-Barrett to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Daniels. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 28 yards. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Niners 7, Commanders 0. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I think a coach is writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Let's go.
In motion, right, Debo. But here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. That is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Off the play fake, Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After 7-0.
Keep them yards. Right. It's all right.
Second quarter down from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Oh, he stayed in. Get it. Get it. Uh-huh. Yeah.
He's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone call because those are the playoff ones. But you can't call it. You have the ball. You got to secure it.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and he got
Full.
7 yards.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some
Throw it off. Yeah. Throw that motherfucker off.
this defense because their coverage
Shut up.
is shut down level. So
Tell you the damn talk.
backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and
They do shit.
end zone as the first half winds down.
And he takes it in for the Commanders' touchdown. Terry McLaurin taking it in. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Exactly what
Shut
many
up.
offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
And they'll get it.
Man.
Taking an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watch the other side just...
Oh, really? This sorry ass shit, man. Come on, boy.
Left side.
Boy, keep telling you that shit.
49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 65 yards. And the 49ers have regained the lead.
I told you.
Just giving up the lead, and they get it right back.
Grown man game.
Answered quickly, got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Come on, come on. Yeah, back. Get me up. Come on.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To the air goes Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50%.
Come here. Come here. See you right there, boy.
You should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to be out first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
Come here. Oh, yeah, come here. Baby, look, he ain't motherfucking fumble, boy. Man, that nigga fumbling this time, boy. Tell you now, stop playing with wrong boy. Play with another child.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. Now Daniels going to keep it.
Look at that shit.
And inside the 20 before it's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Ertz here on the outrun. And it is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Zach Ertz from 19 yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And it's caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if
Oh, he scored.
defense, that's 2 points for them, but you identified an open target and put it right on him.
Like that. Go back on up. I like shit.
Drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's...
Got him again. He gone. Touchdown. Touchdown. Shut up. Bitch, I pick Mike Jones in and still do the same shit to your sorry ass.
I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here.
What wrong with you? What?
These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look at each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually it's perfect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
I told you it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen sooner, motherfucker, later. Sorry, bro.
And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D.
Call your brother, them tell him come play me, boy.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place at first back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Moves his way forward. Just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Here's Purdy. Just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action. Daniels. Thrown outside, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And all the way down to the 42. Big yardage that time for Washington. 43 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Fred Warner. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there in seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. It would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10.
Let's go. 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
He's going to take another shot here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run out of McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36. Second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Out of the gun, Purdy. His throw incomplete.
He certainly thought he had an open room beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run, and that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Javon Kinlaw never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. And this is caught. Jennings. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Get set. Watch out now.
Now Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. One of the best in the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play.
He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Purdy will fire this deep for Ayuk. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready, break! Here we go, here we go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Throwing now is Daniels. Short throw here to tight end Bates. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12.
Yeah, boy, you getting it. Come on, Nick. Come on with it.
Nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80!
Play action, now it's Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Viking 18, go!
To the air goes Daniels. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go now. Ready?
A final shot before break. Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, 83 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Outside.
30 now to throw off the play action. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Watch out!
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, Daniels winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
There you go. Traffic. 19, 18. Not saying 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To throw is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
49ers 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 40.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
I like this. Right out of the gate, finding ways to get the running backs involved early in the passing game. What that does throughout the rest of the game, Mike, is those linebackers, their drops don't get quite as deep. Those secondary defenders don't get quite as deep. So you know what it opens up down the road? Big-time shots downfield. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. On the move left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
258.
Working out of the gun, it's Rogers. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 11-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
319.
Here's a handoff to Warren. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
16-yard pickup on that mark. That's a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
319.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He finds Metcalf on the slant. They're going to work this down inside the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He was taken down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and the defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
From the gun, Rogers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now Rogers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5. It sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 8-yard line.
319.
Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? To throw is Rodgers. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Get set, get set. On your team, watch out.
Purdy on 1st down. Full left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again in the air for Purdy. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half. 3rd down and 3. Throwing again is Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Set to kick off.
Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number 1. What awaits us here in the 2nd half? On the return, it's Williams. Into space. Still on the move. And he will dive into the end zone. 94 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a start to the 2nd half. They come right out of the locker room and take it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Mike, we got to find out what that halftime speech was by that coach, because apparently it worked. I mean, talk about a dream start here. You find yourself at halftime, you're regrouping, we want to come out in the 3rd quarter and establish some rhythm and momentum. And boy, do they do that here with their kickoff unit returning it for 6.
kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Play fake. Now it's Purdy. Rolling right. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll run.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
Gain of 5. And the 49er first down.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Play action. Here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. We'll try again. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to...
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got them beside us, still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece. If you trying to divide us, still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us, still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece. If you trying to divide us, still count my blessings.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from Landover. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Play action now. Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
The 40-yard line.
Throwing is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Niners first down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. You're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points? So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you...
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Jacob Martin. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Moving outside the pocket. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for this. It's Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's to the 15. And he's in. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Washington. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
49ers nothing.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Bit of a wild throw there behind his man, thus it's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons. And if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Purdy gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
That's another 49er first down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
That's going to be intercepted. Pick off by the rookie out of Ole Miss. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, it just tried a very short throw, and instead, the defense takes it back the other way, and they come up with the big play, scoring the touchdown.
Mike, for how fast he jumped that route, it almost seems like he was in the huddle and ran the route for the quarterback. I mean, he was there before the receiver, and as you said, there was nothing left to do but take it all the way back the other way.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. We'll go play action. Purdy. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Off balance throw, it's complete. Was brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Purdy. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. He's got it. And he'll be brought down after that big game, but the marker is down. This one probably coming back. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. To throw is Purdy. He's going to look downfield once again. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On first down, Daniel. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. It is 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up
Pack to 60, pack to 60.
At their 49-yard line.
Ready.
Play action. Here's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
49-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big play to kick off this drive. 37 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, 65 catch, 1918.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Renardo Green.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
first down throw for Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And a decent return there. Could get this up just shy of the 30.
Will take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
Off the play fake, here's Daniel. Look wide, get this one complete, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle, gets him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Ready.
Last
break.
play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Daniels now going to look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards it.
Ready.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That is brought in. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
And how about that? Third and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
Tag. 19 side. 19.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk.
To throw is Daniels. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready.
To the air again is Daniels. He'll go right and find his running back. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
19 Wyatt.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again, Daniel. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
30-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Daniel gonna throw again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll be third down.
Viking 18. Go.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's got it at about the 8. And they're... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And off we go from Santa Clara. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Dak going to put it up right away. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He's inside the 40. Javonte Williams. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it 1st and goal inside the 5. What a run by Williams. 68 yards. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's into the end zone. What a start. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Not much happening there, just a short game. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get on the ball.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. He will have the conversion and more. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
So now, after After the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 10. Scott now. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
On the give, it's Williams. Past midfield to the 45. And he will score. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
49ers 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
At the 21-yard line.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Sanborn.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On the play fake, Dak pushed out to his left. That is hard, and he's in. C.D. Lamb, touchdown, Dallas. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the drive for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. She'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Donovan Wilson will bring him down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On 2nd down, Purdy. As he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Open man is Jennings. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And it's caught by Ayuk. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson. And he's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, San Francisco. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
49ers 14. Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Avante Turpin on the return. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. from the shotgun. It's down. Escaping to his left. He keeps it himself. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. First down. Forced out wide. He'll run again. And he's down on the outside of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. On third down, Prescott. Rush to his left. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Darrell Luter.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
It's up.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards from 29. A good spot here. Second and a yard.
Outside.
At the 29-yard line.
Now, hand off to McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up in the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Needing a yard, they throw with Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Crush, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Timeout 49ers. That is their second. We'll stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the air is Purdy. A dive. Incredible. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
What's up?
Throwing again is Purdy. The throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. We have hit halftime. You'll take the second half of that. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He'll go play action, 30. Reply, get this one complete.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
33-yard line.
On second down, it's McCaffrey. And this will wind up a Niners first down. Attack is made at about the 38-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, that makes such a...
And he will go all the way. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers have taken the lead by a point here in the third. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go, 46. Yeah, here we go. 26.
Now Prescott on the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 18.
Give left side. Here's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's down the field for Lamb. And he's into the end zone yet again. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage of the strike. I don't love the call. And all week you practice these gotta-have it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately it stresses your quarterback.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And that is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down.
Watch out!
From the gun, it's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
The 16-yard line.
The throw is Purdy. Thrust to his right. Off he goes. And he'll take this one in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big two-point conversion here? They'll run with Robinson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for two, unsuccessful.
26. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead. After that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now on second and long. They'll drop the throw. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Dak will throw it here on first down. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll lead to a second down. Williams. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. First down. They'll give it to Lamb on the jet sweep. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball to the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges, and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. And stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. A big one here in the fourth quarter. It's a gain of 34. Here is first and goal. They will take a knee here. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. Second and goal. Dak to throw, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So that one, his fourth touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single game NFL record. All right, so the Cowboys set to go for two. To throw is that. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
49ers 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He's to midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
And that's a heck of a return right there. He's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
Outside. First and 10. 30. And deep on the back of the end zone. And the Cowboys are right back in this one. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
pressure. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven or earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Commanders. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. And it'll be dropped down past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Corey Krosky Merritt. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Okay, ready.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13.
Warrior 70, Traco 80. Hurt.
They'll motion over Samuel.
18 Rattler.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Finding, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Niners have got it. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards. Except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
Now a play fake. Jones. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, 49ers.
First down, San Francisco.
On a national, you know it go down.
From the east side on a Friday night, man, I jump into the Golden Glide. Me and all the bros in a stolen ride, like, man, they outside, so I'm staying this side. Show you and I vibe, take a few, like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Pride be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking a prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the yeah. Hit Cat on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of them sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Sheds off the tackle. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Second and 9.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Throwing, Jones. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Jones. That's caught by Jennings. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run for the first time here, Brian Robinson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 40-yard touchdown. Matt Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing, Prescott. Now he'll top this and run. Williams brings it in. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
First down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Cowboys.
Yeah.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, 14 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
And it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Able to locate his running back open downfield. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 58 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. Number 4 out of the screen, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Jones. Now he's going to step up and run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
I'm going to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Yeah.